Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your first gameplay and overview straight from the Air Superiority dev server from the F-15A Eagle. That's right, we are finally here in War Thunder's history. This is a rank 8 battle rating 12.3 fighter, of course in the American Air Force's tech tree, and sits just below the F-4 Phantom II. So that said, this is a very powerful vehicle. It will likely be the top vehicle in the American Air Force's tech tree. Look at these stats. It looks like it's got amazing turning time, great rate of climb, of course, excellent top speed. I think this is the fastest vehicle in War Thunder as of release, and these are its weapons. It can use TV-guided bombs, up to 3 2,000-pound bombs. It can carry a ton of drop tanks if for whatever reason you need 3 of them. You can do that, and of course this thing can pretty much play how you want. But of course it will be more or less air superiority. It's got AIM-9Ms. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Fox 3s, rather it does have AIM-7Ms, but still those are very powerful, and those AIM-9Ms should be very good. Now, this does have a great radar, the AN APG-63, so that should be very effective in conjunction with those AIM-7Ms, so this will be very powerful. It does not have a helmet-mounted display, unfortunately, but it will still be very good. And also, it does have variable intake, so believe it or not, so you can actually kind of see this from the get-go right here in the hangar. So if I go to the F8, F1, or really any of these other planes, doesn't really matter which one it is, then I switch back, you can kind of see this intake go from down to up. See, as you could hopefully see right there, it does go up a little bit, and that's actually how the intake works. So this is a working variable intake, which is really, really nice, and of course these engines, very powerful. This is an incomplete model, by the way. As you can see, the engines aren't quite rendered fully yet, but they are very powerful, and again, bear in mind, this is dev server, so anything is up for change. So that said, let's get into a few matches, see what we could do, have a good time, and play the F-15A Eagle. Hopefully I will not be the first person in world history to be shot down while flying an F-15A, at least in air-to-air. Let's get into it. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, it says a pair of game assets cockpits has not been downloaded yet, which means that the cockpit doesn't exist yet. However, it will once this goes live, which is really nice. I'm actually really excited for that. That's one of the things I like doing most with the new aircraft, is just kind of getting into it. The Griffin already has a fleshed out cockpit. This does not. Now, when it comes to this vehicle, however, you really have to make sure that you're not doing ridiculous maneuvers with it, because for whatever reason, its wings rip relatively easily compared to other aircraft thus far. I've had it happen once or twice. Not a fun thing, and it really does not inspire confidence in this thing, honestly, but let's see what we could do. Okay, am I gonna get the hits, the kill, the something, or I don't know how I damaged him, whether it was missiles or guns or something, but I'm gonna take him out with my gun here. Whoa, maybe not. Oh my goodness, that was the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I've done, well, maybe not done ugly things, but I've seen ugly things, and that was among the ugliest. So we have a J7. Like, look at this freaking target range, just absolutely bananas. So I'm firing an AIM-9M. I'm going to go fire an AIM-7M now. Maybe not. Woo! Okay, this radar is not sticking for whatever reason. If this wasn't dev server, I would not have done that. It's dev server, it doesn't really matter at all. Plus, I got the assist. So, not too biggity bad. I really wish that you could have the option of carrying more AIM-9s rather than these. I'm going to go fire close. Ooh, no, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm being targeted, by the way. And, R27ER. Classic move. Also, by the way, there are a ton more actual, like, War Thunder has changed up these dev servers quite substantially, because there used to be a ton of bots. No longer. You're playing pretty much against all players. So, some other things I've noticed with this aircraft, it really has a bad wing rip issue. So, if you're going, I would say, anywhere around Mach 1, and you're trying to make a hard turn, it's not going to end well with you. You know, also if you're making like a somewhat complex or like a compound movement, like rolling and turning simultaneously, will increase your chance of wing rip. It is a problem with this aircraft. Also, the radar just doesn't seem so hot to me. I don't know what it is. Perhaps it's just me. You know, I'm not a big fan of radars and radar-guided weapons, but it just has a very difficult time maintaining lock for whatever reason. Not sure why that might be, but it seems to be an issue with this aircraft. In fact, actually, right here, this is the longest I've actually had an enemy on lock ever with this aircraft. So I'm actually genuinely quite surprised. And as you can see, it's not letting me even fire a freaking AIM-9 or an AIM-7M, which is just ridiculous to me, but it is what it is. So that said, let's go ahead and fire on some of these people. I'm going to go fire on that F-16. Doesn't matter because he is already dead, and that's 1/4 of all of my missiles gone, unfortunately, all my AIM-9s. Okay, let's see. Can we fire on him? Yes, I can. Doesn't appear... Okay, he's not flaming. Oh, I got the hit anyways. Look at that. AIM-9Ms, huh? Man? Very nice. Does not care about your flares, apparently. At least not if you're a Russian. Ooh, that's not good. So let's go try to lock onto him. I've got my AIM-7Ms here. Can I hit him with my AIM-7M? That would be ideal. No, I guess not. Try one. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all, and it's not going to hit. Because, of course, I didn't have the lock. I don't know what it is. Again, it might just be this. It might not. I don't really know exactly what the problem is. But, ooh, got the kill. Very nice. It just does not appear to be, like, some sort of great radar as of yet. I don't know. Again, might be me. Might be me. But I do have 2 AIM-7Ms still left, which is kind of cool, I suppose. Got a nice crit on him. Cool. Seems like the enemy is mostly destroyed. Depending on how long this goes, I might even rip my wings. See what we can do with that. Let's see if we can lock on to this fella. If not, that's fine. Okay, that's not too bad. So, one thing also to note, the gun, because of where it is, it's right there on the side. It is a little bit weird to aim. I mean, it's not terrible. But that is just something, it's a little bit noteworthy. But as you can see, this is getting confused by ground clutter pretty easily. Wow. That's just annoying, to be honest with you. Let's see if I can actually hit him. Nope, probably not. Jeez. Okay, we're going to have to go in for a gun kill here. If I can help it. Got the kill. That was an ugly gun kill, but I'm also, in my own defense, I'm also getting used to this vehicle insofar as how its cannon lineup is. It's not perfect. Also, the whatchamacallit on this isn't all too bad. The rate of fuel consumption, it's not the worst. I would have expected it to be a bit worse than what it is. But as you can see, it's just not locking on. That's just such a strange thing. It's not letting me fire the AIM-7M with any, like, confidence, might be a good way to put it. Just a very strange thing. So, as I do all of this gameplay, you really have to remember, this is the dev server, right? Anything is subject to change. And what I can tell you thus far, I mean, this is, again, it's an F-15, right? Like, it's pretty much the AIM-9Ms, the AIM-7Ls, or the AIM-7Ms as well. Those are all already in-game. This is offering nothing new insofar as weapons are concerned. Now, the platform arguably is a bit better. I'm, again, finding some issues with its radar. I'm not sure if those are on the dev server, if that's how it's supposed to be. I find other radars are much easier to keep lock with. But overall, I mean, again, this is just... There's not really all too much that's different with this. It's very strange to say. Now, the F-14, or the F-15J, the Japanese one, actually has access to AAM-3s, which at the time of release are probably the best short-range IR-guided missiles. They are fantastic. They've got 40 Gs of overload, ICCRM or IRCCM, whatever it is. Very effective weapons. And thus, you know, it depends on what you want, but this just seems like it's a touch. Ooh, that's not good. It just doesn't really seem like it's this crazy innovative weapon. That's all. At least insofar as War Thunder is concerned. Again, not bad by any means. It's just not fantastic thus far. So I'm gonna go fire an aim. Again, lost tracking. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. Got the kill. Yes! This thing can just be very frustrating, man. Holy guacamole. Like, seriously. This guy's gonna get a kill. You know what? Maybe he won't. I don't know. Oh, wing overload! It wasn't him! It was the wing overload! So there you go. That is just basically exactly how this plane is. It seems like the radar doesn't work all so well. Again, let me know in the comments below if that's what you guys notice in my gameplay. Maybe I'm just bad with the radar. But the wing overload, every single match I've played thus far, at least 1 or 2 F-15 players have died due to wing overload before the match even begins. That happened in this match, and I died from wing overload. You know, last match, the match prior, people have died before I even started recording. And it's just, I don't know, it's a weird thing. Is it going to be fixed before the actual live server comes out? Is this a problem that this vehicle is meant to have? I'm not sure. It's just a very weird issue. So that being said, thanks so much for watching. If you guys don't mind, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I know there wasn't a ton of killing here, but hopefully you were able to see some of the strengths and weaknesses of the F-15A. And I will hopefully be playing the F-15J by this weekend, having a gameplay out for that. But that said, thanks so much, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.